We have this choice every moment in our life to let spring burst out all over, to let our soul green be green all over. Let our soul grow. Robert Schuller used to say, I used to love to hear him say, when you're green, you're growing. When you're green, you're growing. See, we have a choice that we can be green all the time. Every day can be a spring day for us. We have choice. But then, every day also can be a down day for us. It can be a dead day for us. It can be, because we have that choice. Every day can be a day that we give away our power. Now, I want to work this because I want me to know that I'm all powerful. A lot of times, I don't know about you, when I hear this word that I'm all powerful because I'm part of the one mind, I'll listen to it and it flies right by me. I say, yes, I'm all powerful. But I go out acting differently. I take a different approach to life. I do that. Me in my advanced stage of enlightenment. What's that all about? I know that I'm all powerful. I was share a story about this. I'm getting ahead of myself because I'd like to share the story, though, that prompted me to take this approach to my talk this morning. This week, we have tickets to the March Madness, and the first and second rounds for the Western regions was in San Jose, California. Like you guys don't know where San Jose is. Not San Jose, Costa Rica, San Jose, California. And the women first and second round of the Western region is at Stanford. That's also in California. And so we have tickets to both sessions. And the men ended yesterday, and we left there and went to Stanford, and women were beginning the NCAA playoffs. And I'm standing in line. My tickets was at will call. And I know this stuff. And I'm thinking of my talk today. You know, during the week, I'm running my talk around in my head. And it changes a million times. And I'm treating, and I'm standing in line, I'm treating. But sometimes when I treat, you know, it's like background. It's background treatment. And I'm thinking that I'm real in treatment. I'm in the real deal treatment, and that I have a grasp on things. And I'm standing in line, and at the will call, they had your tickets at different windows. The tickets was at different windows, and it was under the alphabet of your last name. So they had A to F, you know, G to da-da. So there was about 4 or 5 windows. So I'm standing in a line, so I'm thinking that there's one line, and that when a window is clear, with your name, you go to that window. So I walked to this window, and I walked through the window. I asked, you know, your name from A to F. Atkinson was the first one. You know. And the man and the lady, the couple in front, they got sort of nasty. And when they did, my old paradigm just grabbed me, boom, just like that. You know? And it was just tough to get out of it. And I was thinking, now, look at this paradigm. It got me. And I just wanted him to say something else because, you know, I'm just standing there. I just wanted him to say something else. And I walked inside, and I just wanted to see him, to let him know who I was. He was nasty too, you know. And I'm sitting down, and I'm watching the game, and it's a good game. And I'm thinking, then Dr. J came to my mind. When he was teaching, Dr. J said, when you're going through something like that, ask yourself, isn't this an interesting way to use your mind? I'm thought, look at you, Reverend Lacey. You let this mess up the whole this basketball game. Oh, here's a half quarter you've gone through, and that's all you're thinking about is that man. You just want to see him. And I began treating, and I took charge. But for a good 15 minutes, it had me. This old paradigm had me. And it's not easy. It's not easy because it knows how to slip up on you. And it comes disguised as a little bearded man with a scraggly hat on. It makes you want to pinch his head off. But you don't do that, you don't act on it. But anyway, I began treating. And I'm thinking, again, look at you in your very advanced stage of enlightened growth. And so I stepped back. I stepped back and I began treating. And treatment works. It works with the focus. I was going to start my talk off today with something that I really, really like. And it goes something like this. I see trees of green, red roses too. I see them bloom for me and you. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Yeah. What a wonderful world this we live in. Now, I see you're shaking your head in agreement. And how wonderful it is, what a blessing it is for us when we understand that. When we go to that place where we can truly understand that. That in our thoughts, when we take these thoughts of ours and use the good thoughts, the good seed, use the good seed and discard or release those seeds that don't work for us, I can see where I'm in a constant state of gratitude. I have a little 7-year-old granddaughter and a grandson that's a year and a half. Those are my youngest set of grandkids. And I was thinking of them yesterday, and as I switched, I treated, and I started seeing the whole scene differently. I saw my granddaughter playing basketball. I saw her as one of the cheerleaders. I saw her, she's only 7 years old, but it'll be 10 years right around the corner, 10 to 12 years. But I began seeing that, and I thought just how thankful I am for having her in my life. And I thought of my grandson, who he's a year and a half and he loves balls, football and basketballs. Well, that's not an indication that he's going to be a baller. But I could see him out there playing ball, and he was the best player there was. He was zooming in and out, and he was making those points, and he was making the last buzzer beater.